Good evening, viewers. Good afternoon, viewers. Good, well, whatever time you're watching this, viewers. Okay, it's your cheeky boy from Chorley again. Not been on for a little while, so I just thought I'd make this video because it is Halloween. Oh, yes, and it's my favourite time of year, Halloween. I just love Halloween. All the scary things and all the things that go with Halloween. I just love it. Watching all the TV programmes, all the music. I've just watched Michael Jackson's Thriller, the full version. Fantastic. I was going to do a bit of a ghost hunt, but not got round to that, so we'll do it enough time, maybe. Okay, a little ghost hunt about around the town where I live. Okay, so that could come up soon. Or in a town near where I live. Okay. I'm going to say hello to a couple of people before we carry on though. And I'd like to say hello to Carol, who commented last week. I've not been on since last week. Hello Carol in Wales. And you told me that you've been doing your Christmas shopping. And getting all your Christmas cards written already. Wow, you're an early one. And they said you're an early bird. Well, yeah, the early bird. The early bird catches the worm, as I say, and gets all the bargains. So yeah, well done, Carol. Which brings me to the question: when is it right to put up the Christmas tree? Yeah, when is it correct to put up the Christmas tree? I always put mine up on the 1st of December. Maybe you do yours earlier. Maybe you put yours up in November, because some people do put their trees up in November. Leave a comment for me, let me know when you put your Christmas tree up. I'd be intrigued to know, I really would. And I'd also like to say hello to Wendy. Hello Wendy, who's in Scotland. Hope you're well, Wendy. And Wendy runs a fantastic psychic group on Facebook. And I'm part of that, I do reading Sunday. I'm not sure if I can mention the name of the psychic group on, but I would do. I'll do it anyway. It's called, oh no I won't, because Wendy might not want me to, so I'll just leave that. But she does run a fantastic psychic group on Facebook, so hello to Wendy as well. And hello to my darling Lorraine, who's also in Scotland. While we're in Scotland, I'll say hello to Lorraine as well, because she likes to mention now and then. She sucks if she doesn't get a mention. Oh, she does. Oh, she does. I wonder if she does or not. Okay, so it's Halloween. Like I say, my favourite time of year. And I was reading about Halloween last night. Now, Halloween, we've got all the scary things going on. People dressing up. You can see I'm already dressed up. I look like this all the time. And no, and people dressing up. And all the pumpkins. And all the bobbing apples. I've not bobbed an apple for years. No, I haven't. And, yeah, but Halloween started in Celtic times. I'll have to confirm this. I think it said Celtic times, so I'm just trying to remember now. Yeah, it did say Celtic times. And Halloween is basically the eve of All Hallows Day, All Hallows Day. Now, All Hallows Day is the day when we remember all the saints, and we also remember all those that have died. So that's what Halloween is all about. It's like Hallow Eve, okay? Yeah, so it's like, yeah, so if that makes sense, like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, so it's Halloween Eve. And also the day after that, so we've got All Hallows Day tomorrow, on the 1st of November, and on the 2nd of November, it's All Souls Day. So it's actually a 3-day festival. It started as a 3-day festival, this Halloween thing. And that's what Halloween is all about. But, again, it's all fun anyway with all the pumpkins and all sorts and dressing up. I've not got a uniform. I've not got a fancy dress, so I can't come on fancy dressed. My face will have to do. Let me just have a cup of tea. Hang on a minute. Oh, I do like a cup of tea. I do. Witch's Brew, that, by the way. Just decided to call Witch's Brew today. I'm real into this, you know. I really am. I've got a few programmes to watch a little bit later on. After this video, I'm going to watch a few programmes. I've watched there's actually one on YouTube at the moment that I want to see. And, well, there's a few on YouTube which I want to see, so I'll be watching some of them. There was a live stream by somebody last night, and, yeah, I'm going to watch each live stream. It was in Blackpool, so I'm going to watch that a little bit later on, after this. But before that, I'm going to tell you a ghost story. Now, it's my favourite ghost story of all time. I've read many ghost stories over the years. I started reading ghost stories when I was about 7 years old, and they didn't really frighten me then, and they don't really frighten me now. So, yeah, a little ghost story. My favourite one. Excuse me. So there was a man. If you're not into ghost stories, you can switch off now, by the way, because this is not too scary, but it's quite a nice story, really. There was a man riding his motorbike down a dark country lane. Now, a very dark country lane. And as he was riding his motorbike, he came across a young girl in her 20s, stood on the side of the pavement. And she flagged him down. And she asked him for a lift home. Now, John, we're calling him John, said, yeah, of course they could give her a lift home, asked her where she lived, and asked her to get on the back of the bike. He could see that she was shaking with cold, and offered to give her his black leather jacket, which she gladly accepted, so she put the black leather jacket on. As they were driving along, they were nattering for a bit, and then John realised after a little while that there was no sound, and he felt like his bike was empty at the back. He turned around, and to his shock and horror, the young girl wasn't there. He didn't know what to do. He panicked and panicked and panicked. So he decided to retrace his steps. So he turned his bike round and retraced his steps and went to see if the girl was lying in the road somewhere. Maybe she had fallen off or something like this. But he couldn't find her anyway. Now he remembered the address, what the young girl had given him. The young lady had given him. And so he went to the house and he knocked on the door. Now an elderly lady opened the door, and John told her what had happened. The elderly lady was quite shocked, but not really surprised. She said, this has happened before. She said, this has happened before. She said, she said, did she give you her name? So John said, yeah, she did. And she said, this has happened before. She said, my daughter was actually killed on that road 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. And again, people have been to the door and said they've given her a lift home. She asked John to come into the house, and she showed him a photo of the young girl. And sure enough, it was the girl that John had on his bike. The elderly lady told John where the graveyard was and where the grave was, so he could go and have a look himself. So he knew that she wasn't making things up and things like this. So he went to the grave, and to his shock and horror, on the grave was the black leather coat that John had lent the young girl. That story has been told many times. I've read that a few times in a few different books and things. And it's an amazing story. It is an amazing story. It is. And my favourite ghost story. Now I forgot to say something on Halloween as well. Halloween also, the Celts believed on Halloween Eve, that the dead rise again and walk the earth. Now I believe that. I do psychic readings, I'm a psychic medium as well. And yeah, I believe the dead walk the earth all the time. So, not just on Halloween, I believe they're around us all the time. When we do psychic readings, I believe that there's a curtain in between. We can't see into the next world, but they can sometimes come to us and then we can see them. Us that can do the psychic readings. We can all do psychic readings, by the way. Everybody can do psychic readings. You're born up with that psychic gift. Now, you do forget that you've got it over time, but everybody's born with the psychic gift. So, I do believe the dead walk the earth all the time, and they're always watching over us, by the way. They are always watching over us. No matter what we're doing, they're always watching over us. So if you are missing someone in heaven, remember that they're watching over you. Okay. So, that's the Halloween special. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you have a great Halloween. If you're bobbing apples tonight, good luck. Hope you catch some. If you're dressing up, maybe send me a photo on it of you dressed up, how you dressed up. Let me know what you think of Halloween. Are you really into Halloween? Some people are not into Halloween, of course. By the way, I lock the doors at night. I don't open the doors so no, the kids aren't coming around here knocking for trick and treat. No. My door's staying firmly shut. And if you are elderly or vulnerable or whatever, please don't answer the door anyway. Just take no notice of it. Just draw the curtains, sit back, watch your telly, and take no notice of anything, any trick-or-treaters like this, okay? I'm going to wish you all a happy Halloween from your cheeky boy in Lancashire. Have a great time. For me, God bless, and ciao for now.